been one hell of an eventful morning in Big Brother's house. First, finally, Dede and Joanna got to enjoy their bed and breakfast. Yes, guys. Also, Zita could not hold it back anymore as she lashed out at Doris, Sultana, and Big Soso. And also, we are going to be talking about Koyin and Dede's friendship. And who is this person that is toasting Koyin now? See, yeah, just sit down, relax, because this video is about to be dramatic and juicy. Yes, guys, let's get right into it. First things first, Agent X, or whatever it is they call you, Big Brother's agent, I think you need to go and rethink your job. Because why would you tell Joanna that they are going to be spending the night in this luxurious place last night and you did not come true? Big Brother was still preparing the place. You know, at first I thought it was going to be in the head of house lounge because Big Brother had asked the head of house not to sleep in the head of house room. And Faith, he refused to sleep on a mat. Rather, he slept on the swing. And these housemates were busy taunting him. The likes of Jason called him a vigilante, the likes of Soso, and the rest of them. But let's get back to Big Brother's Agent X. Now, I stayed up till about 2:30, 3 a.m. just waiting for Agent X to call Joanna and Dede, you know, to go spend the night in this place, but it never happened. Well, until this morning, after their gym session, their exercise session, Big Brother and, of course, True the Ninjas had to tell the other housemates to shoo. At first, they were like confused, like what exactly is going on here? Well, Big Brother told them to go back into the house and gave Joanna the brief, and she read it that it's time for them to go enjoy themselves for their bed and breakfast. Now, Joanna and Dede went upstairs, packed their things, and of course the housemates were like, what's going on, and all of that. So when they went into the apartment, there were 2 beds there and all of that. Breakfast was set up for them, hot shower, everything, 2 toothpaste, 2 brushes, everything they needed. Oh my goodness, that was a very hilarious scene with Joanna and Dede. They were giving me Aki and Popo vibes. They were like, oh, is this coffee? Oh, I don't even think I can remember what coffee tastes like. Hey, God, oh. Like, it was super, super dramatic and funny. And for me, what impressed me more is the fact that Big Brother actually knows their preferences. Like, Joanna likes coffee and Dede likes hot chocolate, and he made sure he got that for them. Like, it was so beautiful, especially the part where Dede was appreciating Joanna for picking her and even gave her a hug. That was so beautiful to watch. But as they were having that fun, they did not know that World War III was already happening inside the house. Hey. So now, Doris called Sultana and Jason. Doris wanted to clear some things up with Sultana. Apparently, somebody has said, or Big Soso had said that Sultana said that they were peeping from their wager stuff and stuff like that. I think that was what was going on. And again, before I continue, Big Brother should please do something about their microphones. These days, I am straining my ears to hear them. I've been only me. I've been at my TV no loud. Anywho, let's get back into it now. So that was what they were talking about. Sultana was like, no, she did not say that. And Doris was like, Big Soso said that you said. And they called Jason to clarify it. As that was happening in the lounge area, Zita from upstairs, that their box area, started, all of you, the 3 of you, you'll be talking about people. You Soso, you'll be using Christianity. You call somebody some paper nyash. You come to Dede's front and you'll be wishing happy birthday. You'll be saying this. A lot of us were like, the housemates were confused. They're like, from where to where? What happened? How did this happen? Even though we, the audience, the viewers, already know where this is stemming from, Zita already had a conversation with Faith. Is it Faith or who? By that swing area, talking about how these people are calling people bad nicknames, how they are always gossiping about people and then come to their face, you know, to smile at them, how they are hypocritical. And that was pissing her off to the extent she even said that Ebuka should ask her that question on Sunday so that she would say it. And later on, she was like, you know what, she's having it up to here. And that was like yesterday also. So I was not really surprised that she bust out, the way she did. And a lot of the housemates did not really understand it. Jason was like, you wanted highlight. Even Cohen was like, she wanted cheap highlight. Culture was saying the same thing too. The annoying part was Sultana kept quiet, and she was like, what's she talking about? Like, they were just forming amnesia. And Doris was the one that went up to tackle her and all of that. Did we talk about you? This doesn't even concern you. Blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the day, there was a conversation that happened between Doris and Sultana where they said that it was Tracy that probably had told Zita all these things. And Zita was not even ready to explain to anybody. Tracy even asked her, did they do anything to you before now? Because she too was confused, like, from where to where? And she was like, nah, she's had it up to here and all of that. Now, this is what I have to say about that whole situation. Pick your timing. Pick your timing, because the timing was off. I also understand that probably this is something she's been nursing for a while, and she could just, like, there's a way you are pissed off about something and you just don't care. And I think one thing she did wrong was not picking her timing correctly. Number two thing is not being specific. And I think that's the thing that Joanna had said in her conversation with Dede, because when they came back, Dede decided to, like, give Joanna all the gist about the fight. Now, if she had been specific about what exactly these people were saying, maybe, just maybe, people would have understood where she is coming from. And the fact that she never actually made it her thing, and people were like, you are looking for cheap highlights, So that's the thing. The timing was off. Yeah, from Zita's end, that's what I have to say. And also the fact that Zita too, they talk about people, right? I mean, is she not the one that, said something about Dede being a colorist or something, and how Koyin, the way he talks and all that. But I think the thing here is, I think that's not even what is paining her. What's annoying her is the fact that have you guys forgotten from week one? Zita was part of the midnight crew that used to give us, gist and all that. That Sultana was there, Kola was there, Doris was there. I don't know if you guys have forgotten. I think Tega was there, Faith was there, Sabrina was there. And she knows how vile these people can be, right? So the fact that they say these things and then they come to you and they act all lovey, chummy, I think that's what's pissing her off. Not that she too should know the talk, but the fact that they say these things at your back and they laugh in your front. And I think another one that pisses her off is the fact that Soso always camouflages things with the whole Christianity thing. And to be very honest, I agree with her on that. I think I've said that before. You see, very religious people, they piss me off. They piss me off because now then they do the most. Anyways, let's stop at that part. Then Thelma also had a conversation with Dede, and she talked about how these people, like, she's not even surprised about this Zita outburst because these people say a lot, that so have she noticed how Sultana would just be looking at people, and she would never compliment you. And Dede talked about how, I think it was Big Soso or who, I think it was, is it Sultana who asked her about why she's always wearing her wig and she's not taking off her wig to show her natural hair, and doing a truth or dare, Big Soso asked her to remove her wig, telling that these people are kind of very malicious. And she also, they also talked about the fact that Sultana has this thing, she'll come and be bragging, do you know, I have, I know 5 governors, I have this. And to them, like, if you're bragging about things like this every time, that means you don't actually have it. And the fact that, I think it's Big Soso or who will say, oh, they had short notice to pack things. I mean, it was like, if you have something, you have something, whether it's short notice or not. That's basically that they are bragging about things that they do not have. Now, also, Joanna, in her conversation with Dede, both of them actually said that, see, they understand where Zita is coming from. They know that these babes, they talk about each other and they talk about other people behind their backs. And they talked about this whole Isabella issue, because even Isabella was like defending Sultana, them and all. And they were talking about how, this whole mouth order thingy, and Sultana is Isabel's friend. And I know why I did the quote thing, because Sultana has said in her diary, so she got close to Isabel, and also from Sultana's end, she's not actually Isabel's friend, right? Anyways, so they were like, I mean, Sultana is close to Isabel, and yet she's parading this stuff about her. Joanna also said that she said that, her thing, her mouth is smelling. Said after one gym session, she had approached Isabel about the thing and told her, to brush her mouth or something. That was the way she said it. Anywho, the thing now is a lot of housemates have it out for Sultana because they believe that she talks or says a lot of shit behind people's back. She, Soso, and Doris. And the way I'm looking at it, there might be a showdown soon between Joanna and Sultana, or Dede and Sultana. And again, I don't understand how Sultana will say a lot of shit behind people's backs, and then when it's time, to face them face to face, she just goes cold. It just doesn't, it doesn't make sense to me at all. I mean, they even had conversations about Zita, about Dede and all last night in the garden, when they were sleeping in the garden and all. And I'm like, why are people forming as if you don't know what Zita is talking about? Anyways, moving on from that, let's talk about Jason and Joanna. I don't know if you guys saw it. This very cozy hug that Joanna gave to Jason when she got back from, the luxurious place. I'm like, don't let Sultana see it too. And the fact that Jason always finds a way to make it look like Sultana is the one looking for the relationship, even in his diary session yesterday. Well, it is what it is, Sha. Let me just talk about Koyin and Dede. I've not really been paying attention to them for a while, but lately I've been watching them closely, and I love whatever it is that they have. I know that it's not boyfriend girlfriend. It's giving bestie. I don't know, for some reason it's giving me Daniela and Brian from the Level Up season, but I think it's cool. It's beautiful to watch. But do you even know what's more interesting? Is the fact that somebody waited for Dede to leave, for the luxurious stuff, to ask Koyin out. And now Koyin is downloading all the gist to Dede, and Dede is like, can I come? Can I come when you guys are having the talk and all of that? And she was like, why would this person actually wait for me to leave before talking to you? It's not like I'm not scary. Like, I'm a very friendly person. And Koyin was looking at her like and the person even asked, Koyin, is Dede your girlfriend? Yeah, it's crazy. But the thing is, I don't know who it is. I know that during the Truth and Dare 2 nights ago, I think Koyin was there to kiss Isabel, or Isabel was there to kiss Koyin. And that happened, they kissed. And now a lot of people are thinking that maybe it's Isabel. But then Isabel doesn't look like the kind of person that would wait for Dede to leave the house before she makes her move, right? We've seen her in action before, even though she moves in the shadows, but we've never had her have a conversation about Koyin like that. It's always Bright Morgan. Now, my instincts are telling me maybe it's Tracy, but I'm not sure about that. Anyways, we shall keep our fingers crossed. Whoever it is that has that conversation with Koyin tonight, then we know who it is. And also, for those of you who do not already know, Dede and Joanna will still go back to that place. In fact, they are not going to be spending the night in the trenches. Yes, they will be spending the night in that luxurious bed tonight. In fact, it will go on for like 3 nights. Yes, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section, especially this whole boss that happened between Zita and the 3. I don't want to call them the 3 witches, as people are calling them on the internet. No, I do not want to call them that. But let me know what you think about all of this. What do you think about Zita's outburst? Was it timely, or was it off, with the timing and all? Let me know in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.